Right, okay everyone, just a quick sound check to make sure that everyone can hear us, and if you can all give us a yes or no, hopefully it'll be a yes, then we'll get started. Okay, guys, we're gonna start now. I know we've put 5:45, which we will sort of actually start the sculpting stuff then. But for now, seeing as we seem to have quite a few people here and Stuart's here ready, we thought we might as well just start a bit earlier. So here we go. Hey, how's everyone doing? It's Friday.
Friday,
good.
It is.
It's kind of sunny out, which is also good.
It rained really hard earlier though.
Yeah, I know, it's rubbish.
Just like a short while.
I thought it was the end of the summer. Well, it is kind of the end of the summer now, isn't it? It's pretty much autumn, or if you're in America, fall. So yeah, how is everyone? How has everyone's week been? Do you know what we have forgotten? What I've forgotten? No, you've forgotten as well. Is our badges?
Oh yeah, I couldn't wait to work.
Oh, there you go, there's the silver one.
Silver one.
And I don't know where what the other pink one's gone. I'll have to go without.
Where's your gold one?
I don't know. So yes, well we've got Rebecca in as a moderator, and Warrior's actually a moderator at the moment because we set Warrior up last time because unfortunately Rebecca couldn't make it. So we have got two moderators at the moment, but thank you for putting your name forward, Zjed or Zjed or Jed. But thanks for that. Haven't been here for a while, says Ben. Neither have we either, because we've been both on holiday, and so everything was kind of up in the air. And last week, even though we were back, it was very difficult to kind of start getting everything because you were working.
I was working
all day and night.
Yeah, I was. Well,
so,
that was this week. I was working. Yeah, and it was. Well, I think as well. It was you didn't get back from Madeira until earlier into the week, so we normally would meet up on a Tuesday to discuss what's going to happen. That didn't happen, and then it was all just tumbles out.
So, Acid PvP says your audio is something. I'm guessing not loud enough.
So I can't hear much.
Is everyone else saying the same? Is it loud enough? Hopefully it is, because I did notice that on the back of this mic, the gain is, if you put it to 0, that I think is the default. But when you turn it up, it starts getting really loud. So I've got it at the default. Mathis Simmons, thank you. We are working on another one.
Actually, that was a question I was going to ask, actually, you guys, because some of you guys might actually be affected. Maddie Nightwalker, getting ready for the hurricane. Yeah, how many guys have you been affected with the hurricane which is blowing across?
Cause we've got a few from Texas and that sort of area, so
it's very scary. I mean, to watch it on the news, it looks horrendous.
Yeah, no, our thoughts are with those guys because it's terrifying. In fact, one of the things I saw on that was the fire ants. There was a YouTube video, I think it went viral. These fire ants, they're like those nasty ones that really can
which really sting, yeah.
Their ant, obviously they got flooded, but I think from all the dead ants, they built their ant nest on top of them and were floating along on these like rafts of dead ants. Yeah, it's quite scary. It would be cool if the sculpture was a model and had articulation, says ZJ. Yes, that's the idea. So before we start, our usual Bubblegum Monster Friday is we sculpt something that either suggested by you or something that we think is quite cool. Oh, there's my badge. Thanks. So that's what we would usually do, and then it becomes a print, which Stuart then prints. But because we're sort of ramping up kind of thing for the film, the FNAF film, the sequel, there's a lot of characters that need to be made for that. Four of which are the Nightmare versions of the characters, because as a lot of you may know, or some of you might not know, the sequel we're doing is based on the FNAF 4, roughly, and other bits of the books and stuff. It's a prequel, so we're trying to get a lot of the backstory in there as well. So that's where the core kind of story sits, is from FNAF 4, because that's based in the past, and it just seems like quite a nice, scary game and story that it become.
I think with this one, we was talking about it earlier, because we want to still make it entertaining, but I think this is, I would compare it to Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
it's sort of it's not necessarily
it hasn't got a middle, beginning, middle, and end, but not necessarily like a fulfilled.
Yeah, and it's sort of more not again sort of psychological, but more backstory, more sort of sort of
filling
laying
in
the seeds and things,
bits and pieces, like the purple guy, Henry and William Afton, things like that. So anyway, this particular series that we're doing at the moment on the Fridays, I don't know if we're going to do it for every single FNAF character, because we do like making the models and printing them as well. So
I think it'd be too many spoilers, because I think half the fun is actually seeing it, isn't it, when for your first time.
But we thought it'd be fun to do Nightmare Freddy as one of the characters, to show you the process that I have to go through in modelling these characters, from kind of like the basic sculpts that you see to the final animated characters that you see in the game, in the film. So that's kind of what my thinking was, because Stuart wasn't here when I started it. So since then, I've managed to sort of finish the head. It's in fact, I'll show you now. The render there is a very quick render, so that's not a finished render of the head, but it kind of gives you an idea of how it will look. There's no body, so that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be basing it on the we'll be carrying on with the body, and I just thought it's quite nice, because it's quite a sort of repetitive thing in a way. It's just basically making the Fredbear, the original one, and just taking that and sort of adding holes and making him looking a little bit more nightmarish, like he is in the FNAF 4. So that's kind of the idea for today. It's just taking that from where I was. In fact, another thing, I'll show you the Maya file that I've got here. Maya is a 3D piece of software that I use for animation and the rendering. So here he is in here. So you can kind of see, again, like I say, it's not finished, so there's no endoskeleton as such, it's just his jawline and eyes. That needs to all be built in as well. But this will be the piece of software where I actually animate as well. I've got that window open as well. I wonder if I can show you the rendering window. Hang on a second, let me just go back to this and go to studio mode. Let me see if I can add another scene, and you can then see where all the rendering is going on. Can I do that? Go to
window capture, isn't it?
Yeah, window capture. Sorry guys, I know it's just a static scene for you at the moment, but I'm just seeing if I can find... Oh, here we go. So if I send that across... Okay, it's a little bit small, but you should be able to see what it is. So this is basically Maya adding all of the different sort of lighting and surfaces, so you can get a better idea of how it all will look. But like I say, this is really rough still. I literally, all I did today, just for in about sort of half an hour, was quickly take it from ZBrush, which a lot of you know is the sculpting software I use, and just chucked it into this Maya, which is the which is like the animation package and rendering package, and just added some quick textures that are actually from the original film. So they're not set up properly at all. It's all very, very quick. But anyway, kind of gives you an idea of where we're going with this. And what I may do when we finish this particular character is I might do like we did with Bonnie. I don't know if a lot of you have seen that. We did a test of Bonnie sitting in the chair, and might just do maybe even like a mini movie, like a 30-second movie.
Yeah, we can remember the shadows this time.
Yeah, reflection.
Reflection.
It was in there. The reflection in the monitor
was in there, but see, with the compression of YouTube and the fact it was quite dark, wasn't it? It was quite, you could just see it, but it's because everything just compresses down.
Yeah.
Well, nice to see you again, Fernando. He has a lot of questions for us. He's missed us.
Oh, we've missed you. We've missed you too, Fernando.
Well, it was quite strange because I went away on holiday. You went away on holiday as well, then, but I did feel there was something missing. You know, just that little bit. Go, I kind of miss doing that now, and it'd be quite good to sort of. I saw little things came up. I can't wait to sell that to. And then I thought, we're not doing it this week. But actually, onto that, I was only told earlier today that where I would have been normally working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, it's now, because the fittings aren't going to come in time, I'm now going to have to be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So
you won't be here next Friday?
No.
Oh, okay.
So unless you do another character or carry on working with Freddy, depending how far we
Sinkham really misses you, Stuart.
Oh,
it's Bear in the Red Hat.
Oh, that's all right.
Why have you changed your name?
I don't know. I don't know why he changed his name.
Okay, so now we're nearly at 1:15. So what I'll do is I'll switch over to ZBrush. Oh, you know what? What I forgot to do. Oh, yeah, sorry, 1:15. I need to add another window of us, so that people can still see our lovely faces while we're sculpting. So let me just add that in.
Warrior, is my idea for a bubblegum Terminator still an option? I can't see why not. It will come up at some point. I want to do something. Can I help you like this? You will make FNAF 3 into 4. Make every single animatronic because it might be cool. So many, and one person isn't cool.
Isn't enough, I guess, is what you're saying.
One person. Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. It's a lot of work. In fact, and I can't show it at the moment just because it's down in the garage. But another thing that I finished, I say finished, still in terms of other bits, but
the mask.
The mask, yeah, it's all finished. The fur and everything. The really annoying thing is I had a whole making of it with the whole how I added the what's it called, filler stuff, and sanded it all down. And I even had all the vlog made up, and then stupidly I was clearing out my hard drive and thought it was all old vlogs and deleted it. So I've totally lost all of that work. But I have done some other videos of it, adding the fur and stuff like that. So I'll probably release that at some point as well.
Fernando, are we going to do a react video to his video? Do a reaction to his video? To be honest, I think actually, if I'm right in saying, this is the first time we've seen each other for. It's probably nearly coming on to 3 weeks.
Yeah, nearly a month, I think.
Yeah, so it has been a while. So there was a lot of catching up to do, and a lot of admin and housekeeping and bits and pieces me and Peter need to talk about. So obviously we've got to catch up on that first.
Yeah.
There will be a gallery on Monday. I've had a few bits come in, but there's not many, so it might just be a short one.
So what I'm going to do here is what I was doing. I don't know how many of you guys watched the last one we did of these. It was a while ago now. Like I say, it's probably about no, it wasn't a month ago. It was about 3. Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago. So it was taking the original Freddy and just making him into the Nightmare Freddy. And to do that, it was just a case of using this tool where you can add shapes into your existing shape, almost like a negative effect, remove what was there. What's that noise? It's really strange noise, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I thought we'd sort of take it easy, get back into the routine and just chat with you guys while we're doing this, which we usually do anyway, but rather than something really intense that means I can't chat that much because I'm concentrating, this one hopefully will just allow, it's more of a sort of well, it's an easier thing to do, so it's not, doesn't take too much of my concentration because it is literally just destroying him in a way, because I'm just adding a load of rips and tears into his poor little body. Poor old Freddy. So here we go. I was just actually, what I was doing there was just looking at where his arms were, so I had an idea, because when I was going and isolating the body I couldn't see where his arms joined in. So let's just, we'll hollow him out a little bit, because when he's all mashed up you want all the sort of tears to sort of show through. In fact, it's really hard to see exactly what his body looks like in the games. I'm going to base it off that one. So I'm just looking at a bit of ref here, just some stuff from Google. And what I'll do is I think it might actually be easier, rather than just using the shapes to cut stuff out. I might be able to just dig in using this tool here, which is just a brush. You can just basically hollow stuff out like this, which is quite cool. And quite good fun. This is why I like ZBrush. It's just so flexible. There's no sort of hard rules of how you work. You can work lots of different ways.
Yeah, well, that's when you know you've got good software, is when it works for you rather than you having to work.
Yeah, totally.
Rusty Rocket, yes, it has been a while, but things are getting back on track. As I said earlier, that me and Pete, we're going to need to sit down and work out how it's going to carry on working. But there'll definitely be a gallery on Monday. We haven't decided what's happening Wednesday and Friday next week, only because unfortunately my shift patterns changed.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem, isn't it? Is that the fact that your stuff is obviously taken over at the moment. And the unfortunate thing is we don't get paid enough on YouTube, so we have to do day jobs as well, which is obviously something we'd love to not do.
Have you got? Oh, because one of the comments here is the upper body is bigger than the down body.
The upper body is bigger than the down body.
I can see what he's saying, but you haven't got shoulders on yet and things like that. Yeah, that's
true actually. Yeah, I don't. Is that? Yeah, maybe that's just a Nightmare thing. Yeah, you're right. So I think what you're saying
is it should really look inverted.
It should look like a muscular kind of man kind of shape, shouldn't it? With the whole. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's go with that. So you're talking about like that, right? Let's just move his body in. So this is why I love the community, because they can really help out while we're doing this stuff.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah, I think that's what you mean.
Oh, it's almost more gorilla chest like, isn't it? You want a sort of big broad top and a sort of.
Because I think I've said this before, but I actually think the Nightmare characters are less scary than the originals. I just think they're almost a bit over the top. Like, this is like Scott Cawthon thought, I'm going to make these as scary as possible, and they just, I don't know, I don't find them as scary as the originals. Something about that sort of dull-like look of the originals that's more scary.
Eamon Gamer, guys, can you please answer me? I'm just going to track back there, Amar, to see what the question was. You had a question about editing. So if you could repost your question now, I will try and answer it for you. So yeah, please repost your question, and I'll keep an eye out on the comments here.
Okay, is that better, do you think? More of a sort of like you say, gorilla kind of.
Yeah, I would have said that looks more upper body. Yeah, no, I would have said that's more of a chest, and I don't know if would it be as broad. I don't imagine it being as broad as that, but perhaps it is. On the side view, you know, it's quite. Would it be more sort of tapered?
Oh, what, like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I say I haven't got any side views of it, so.
Yeah, so that looks. I would have said that would look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like. I changed my name because I got a lot of hate because of FNAF. I finally had my surgery. I hope it all went well. I've not been able to move for the leg for 4 weeks. God.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had the operation on his knee, wasn't it? Because he damaged his knee. Remember that?
Okay, so Stuart, what's the thing called when you copy a part of an image and paste it into another area? Using what software? Because I
think he means compositing, doesn't he?
Well, I was going to say if you're talking about something like like when you're doing it in After Effects, you're adding something to an image. That'd become compositing. Compositing. I can't say it. But I didn't know if it was. This is copy a part of an image.
Cloning, stamp tool.
Yeah, because I see in Photoshop, it's like you use a
sure.
clone tool, don't you? Austin, aka. We've had lots of new names in here, but Austin, do you remember me? Austin, aka. I'm normally quite good at remembering the names coming through in the room.
I mean, that's the thing. We get so many names now. It's very hard to remember everyone, unfortunately. Which is just it's a shame. I mean, it's great for us in a way because it's like, well, yeah, it's brilliant because it's more exposure for us. But the problem is you don't have that closeness as much now because there's so many different people.
Yeah, no,
which is the unfortunate thing. But it's just impossible to keep in touch with everyone.
NASA 2. I'm going to type something that has nothing to do with the live stream. That's all right. Random stuff is always good.
I think what I'll do is I use one of these tools here, which is what I was talking about earlier, where you can insert like a different shape, which is quite cool because you can then position it where you want. So I'm going to just position this around like so. Try and straighten it up a bit.
The wrench and the names in blue is because they're moderators. That was a question coming. Why some names in blue? Syncum, that's another thing me and Pete have to catch up on. We have to work out where we're at with everything. Things will become clear over the next couple of weeks where we get back into the swing of everything. Fernando is saying, Stuart, my brother keeps asking me about the Ultraman Zero.
Ultraman, yeah.
Bubblegummonster.
Yeah. We haven't forgotten. It's just we just wanted to get this out of the way to show the process of FNAF of making it. But we will. I'll say what I will make a promise that the first one we do of creating a Bubblegummonster game will be
the
Ultraman.
It's got really dark in it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So winter's definitely coming. Well, I know we're in autumn now, aren't we? So yeah, it's definitely noticing it. Yeah, winter is coming. Bonnie Vlogs has something to tell us. Please go ahead and let us know. Oh, from the video where I asked you what you was using to make the figures. So I think this is going to be referring to you, Pete. You know the copy and paste we were saying. They're saying it was on from the video where they asked what they were using to make the figures. So. How would you be copying and pasting? I guess it'd be on the ZBrush.
Okay.
But it's still not 100% clear, is it? NASA 2. Hey, I remember on my old lost account. Oh yes, NASA Gamer. We gave you a shout out. I'm sure we gave NASA Gamer a shout out in the past. He's got a new account now, so he's just NASA 2.
So this here, if you're wondering why this has sort of got a weird brick shape going through it now, that's going to add. It's going to act as a Boolean kind of effect where it will like chisel out. This will then become a negative, where it will then. In fact, I don't know if that will become a negative. Let me just check. No, I've done it the wrong way around. Basically, the idea behind that. I've got to do it again though. Is that it will just take out whatever it's occupying at the moment. It will take out that space bar. Did it wrong from the beginning. I was meant to actually do it as a negative, and I did it as a positive. So hang on, sorry about that.
Oh, Bonnie Vlog says if I send something to you by the gallery and tell you how to do it, will you use it in a vid? Well, email us if it's for the gallery or something we can look at or you want us to do. Yeah, by all means, email us bubblegummonsters@gmail.com and just put gallery in the subject line and we'll have a look at it. Bonnie. NASA 2 school is coming. School started over here now for the majority of senior school children, or all children. Toby started, hasn't he?
Yeah, Toby started school. He's 5 now. Well, he's 5 next week. But yeah, I had some pictures sent of him in his school uniform, looking very smart with his little cap on.
Triple X Savage King 21. We are working on. This is what this character's for. It's actually for our new movie.
Let's see what happens.
Hi to Diamond Sheep. Great to see you back.
There we go. It's all hollowed out now.
Dead Gaming 2.5. You never know. Yeah, we call on moderators all the time, so it very potentially, if you're in a room and we need a moderator, you could be selected at some point. Which program do you guys use? This program, Mattis Simons, is ZBrush, and you can check it out at www.pixellogic.com, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rebecca's quitting smoking. Best of luck, Rebecca.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know you did smoke, to be honest.
Are you going... How are you doing it? I have tried cold turkey, and funny enough, when I went cold turkey,
but you have
I lasted for 6 months.
Right, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did, and yeah, I've had tried before patches and hypnotherapy and all sorts, but yeah, the cold turkey worked. But when I started smoking again, I've had to use the vape this time to get off it.
But I mean, you haven't gone back, have you?
No. The Diamond Sheep. Do you guys like the 3D printer in Minecraft? Yes, and that I believe is going to appear in the gallery. It was in it.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen it.
Sent on the gallery.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if have I put it in the gallery already, but I do remember seeing it. Z29, ZJ29. Can you do Springtrap?
That is definitely going to be on the cards. I'm pretty sure of that. Just right now, we're doing Freddy.
Marion Games, hi, hello to you. Dead Gaming 2.5. I'm going to follow you guys on Twitter. Is that okay? Yeah, of course it is. Follow us on Twitter. We're not super active on Twitter.
No.
A few posts go up every now and again.
I need to be more active, really.
But yeah, not super active. I mean, spits and spurts. But we do. If I do read things on Twitter. Champix.
Sorry?
Yeah, no. Yeah, so Rebecca, if you started using Champix, from what I remember, when I was on it for the first 3 days, I think it might have been 7 days, you take one tablet but you can smoke at the same time, and that was really good actually, the Champix. But I had side effects with Champix. I was having really vivid dreams, and I was also feeling sick.
Thing, oh.
So I had to. My doctor wouldn't prescribe them. It's quite. I'd say dodgy drug. It's like all tablets. Some agree with you, some don't. And I had a. Is this going to be used for the 3D printer, Peter?
Well, we were just talking about this, weren't we? And I mean, it's fundamentally meant to be used for the film, but there's no reason why. Well, hopefully, there's no reason why we couldn't try printing it as well. So that's definitely something. We were just saying we may just try. I don't know if it's just going to give it a go with the head for now, because that's kind of what's finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's something that could definitely work. We have got a withered Freddy already that we have printed.
We've got a withered Freddy.
Did we come up with an idea of how to? I can't remember with the shop and stuff, with the whole characters. the bubblegum characters. We were going to do something like that, weren't we?
With the
like the bubblegum characters. How like obviously people sometimes want to purchase them.
Yes. We're specifically going to set up a shop on, and I think we can do it on Facebook. So you can purchase it through Facebook, but the issue still remains that people will still need to pay via PayPal.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing.
The real
but
big crutch, but most people don't have.
I think,
PayPal.
like I said, there's loads of stuff we need to sit down and talk about, because I said we like I said, it's been about 3 weeks since we managed to actually sit down and actually catch up. So there's things in the offing and bits we might be changing and redoing and all sorts. The Freddy hand has claws as his fingers, so it's basically mean. His claws, his fingers are just 3D piece. His arms are kind of muscly. So it's Matthias Simons, but I don't know if he's talking to us or it's you know, on the back, because the Diamond Sheep is really angry, but I couldn't find out why they were so angry, because the comments were going up so fast.
Oh, okay. Don't be angry, Diamond Sheep. Everything will be alright. Sure it's fine.
Fred Z, and I think this is quite good. Oh, my PC's about to die.
Is it plugged in?
No.
Oh.
Make your logo a character in a movie.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
That's really good. I do like the idea of that. That'd be quite interesting. Fernando, what's happening with our monthly vlog? Where we used to do a monthly vlog.
Yeah, I miss them. They were quite cool, weren't they?
They were. 'Cause we used to do like the family fortune stuff, didn't we? And the challenges. I'm just going to plug this in down.
Also, actually, I don't know if the guys that won the I think it was Alicia Gentry and someone else won the posters, didn't they, on our last family fortunes type competition?
It was it was Alicia Gentry, wasn't it? I didn't realise it had won one, and because we only had a set number, and I said to her, I found another one.
No, the big poster.
Did she win the big poster?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why I was getting confused. The big poster she won.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I did send them off, but I didn't send them off until I got back from holiday, because I was so sort of snowed under with arranging everything for the holiday that I just didn't get around to post them until afterwards. So they were posted about a week and a half ago, I think. So
I was getting confused. Not Alicia Gentry. I'm thinking anti-SFM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you remember you said, "Oh, she did win a poster," and I was going, but we haven't got enough. But I found one, so it was that one he was referring to. People agreeing with the suggestion about making our logo into a character and then put him in a movie.
Yeah, it would be cool.
That is quite good.
Maybe it'd be like the Joy of Creation, where like with the Scott Cawthorne thing, where he sort of his creations start kind of taking him over. We have like our Bubblegummonsters taking us over.
I must admit, I don't think it's. I don't know. I think we could actually do something with that. Yeah, Sinkham, who was the bear in the hat, he's just saying, do we think of him just as an annoying fan because he gets that a lot sometimes? It's not really. No. He's just joining.
Unless you are going to be annoying, but so far you haven't been annoying. I don't think.
No.
Has he?
I like WWE, which is I think the World Wrestling type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because it used to be WWF, didn't it? But they had to change it. Hey?
Yeah, nowadays it was.
Because it had to be changed because WWF, the World...
Oh, World Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So they got sued or something.
So, but it was saying here about the WWE, I think is what Mattel use for figures. But I'm... when's the next gallery? Should be Monday. People in Florida are being evacuated. It's
Oh,
very scary. So this.
How long has that been going on for that, Hulk? It's like, it seems like weeks. What's like?
Well, have you seen like then you got Irma, who's doing her bit at the moment, and then his follow up is Jose. There's another one following behind. Can we do the reaction on my video on Wednesday? Well, I'm not going to be here next week, Fernando, so we probably won't be doing a live vlog on Wednesday. And that is something else which we're talking about, because me and Peter, we're just thinking about restructuring things a little bit. So you just have to bear with us just for a little while, just for a couple of weeks, while we get our heads back together and we can get straight. Did you get my email? I won't be checking emails at the moment, so I don't know. Jed29.
Because we have got a few things in the works, haven't we? At the moment, we have been chatting with other YouTubers.
There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which is sort of, I wouldn't say sort of taking our attentions away, but obviously for everything else we get involved in, obviously you end up having less time to devote to, and it's not anything to contradict our channel, so it's quite an exciting collaboration, I believe.
Hopefully. I mean, that's the biggest issue we have at the moment as a channel, is we can't do it full time. That is the main difficult obstacle, because you have to allocate every hour you have outside of work to the channel, really, and it's not that much because of obviously family and just other commitments. It's really difficult, whereas I know a lot of YouTubers have sort of gone full time on it, which is great if they can afford to do it, and you then get the whole day to sort of plan out your channel. But we just don't have time to do that, and a lot of the stuff we do does take a lot of time. So like the vlogs and things are easy to do, but when you're creating things like this and you're creating a whole film, you can't rush it, and unfortunately it just takes up hours and hours of work and time.
Sinkham says it's unexpected, but if they were going to be travelling to the UK, could they arrange meeting up? He's not 100% sure whether it's on at the moment, but he's hoping it to be.
Right.
And we have said there has been other
we've had a few people,
YouTubers ask us, and we've always said as long as your parent and guardian are okay with it and come along and get you to where we can find a mutual convenient meeting spot, and we're always happy to accommodate. Body Vlog says they've pre-ordered the Freddy files.
It's Body Vlogs that actually said it, but you said it was out, so I checked it out, and it's not out till October the 5th or 4th, I think. But it does look interesting. I think I'm not sure exactly what's contained in it. It looks like it may be more of a sort of gameplay guide, but I think it also has some sort of hidden gems about information about the actual lore of FNAF as well, so it should be quite interesting to read. So yeah, I've actually pre-ordered that on Kindle.
Ben Walsham, I can animate the logo as an intro if you guys wish. Why don't you animate the logo, Ben, and send it into our gallery, because we'd love to see it.
Yeah, and then we could use it.
Someone was asking about Freak Show Baby.
Yeah.
Is that going to be included?
No. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing, is we can't have every character and every scene and every game involved in it's one of those things. It's like the actual games themselves, they didn't have everything in one go, so there's no reason why in the future that may not happen. But for now, just from a technical point of view and time consuming point of view, and also just from a story point of view, you can't cram everything in. It's a bit like eating too many sweets. If you put too much in, sometimes it actually becomes less enjoyable than just having the one sweet.
Thank you very much, Sinkham. He thinks that we're the nicest YouTubers.
Oh, thanks.
Captain Red, hello. I'm late. What did I miss?
Hey, Captain Red. You just missed us tatting up old Freddy and making him more nightmarish. This is his torso I'm just working on here, just trying to make him look a little bit more like a nightmare really, I suppose, but yeah, like he's been through the wars a bit. Nearly though. I think we'll start on the arms in a minute. But like I said, there's no sort of timeline on this because this is for the film. This is going to be actually used in the film. And it's just kind of like, I thought it'd be good to have you guys in on it as we're making it. So you can get a rough idea of the amount of time and effort that is needed to create these things. And hopefully this does give you an idea, considering we've been doing this now for, what, 25 minutes? I've only really done this on his torso. And this is one character out of the 4 that are in FNAF. For the 4 sort of main characters that are in the sort of cupboards and stuff. So you can kind of get an idea of how long it takes to create this stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to hollow out his side here.
I mean, the bits you're doing now, I mean, that's just really a drop on the ocean to the actual creation when you actually see him move on screen, because you have to then rig it, animate it, render it. Then you have to, as we were talking earlier about compositing.
Yeah.
I still can't say.
Colour correct it all and everything.
Okay, yeah. So it's such a big task. It's for what you might see.
For 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, that could be weeks of work.
Yeah, yeah. And that's kind of rushed as well. I mean, none of the characters in FNAF the movie there wasn't much time. When I say much time, there was a few days on each one, but it was never like in movies. I mean, that's why in the credits of a movie there's so many people involved, because it literally can take months for one character to be developed into a full working animated character, and that's not even including the actual animations themselves. That's just developing the character so that it looks good on screen, but then actually animating and moving it around then it could take another. To give you an idea of how long it takes to animate stuff to a high level, which none of the stuff I do is, it's always rushed. I've never seen that many time. And to be fair, even if I wanted to do something to a really high level, I'd never be as good as these Pixar animators, because they're just amazing. But that's their life. That's what they do, right? So, but to give you an idea, most animators at Pixar or Disney will probably knock out about 4 seconds to 6 seconds of animation a week. And you may think that the movie is an hour and a half long, which is why they take about 4 years to develop. And there's about 400 people on them.
It is such a mammoth task.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, even when you look at just a regular feature film, because CG is being used more and more and more.
Yeah, I mean, even feature films now are more like CG movies, because I'd say probably now it's about 65% is CG and like 35% is probably actually just. When you look at the behind the scenes stuff, most of the time they're just on a green screen.
Yeah. So you're talking about perhaps that you're talking about actors maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then the rest of it's post production.
Yeah.
It's just acting in front of a green screen. I mean, that Avatar was literally all, wasn't it? It was just
it was all. Yeah,
everything was just
other than the actors.
I watched something the other day, which I thought was really right up your street. But essentially, they got now, you've got the motion bobbles. You put the suit on the suit, and so therefore they can do it real time.
Yeah.
So capture your movements and do the things. So it's all real time. They've now got it so they can actually do facial expressions and talking real time.
Yeah, funny you should say that. Actually, I saw it last night on YouTube. I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
What's really scary?
Oh, it's on Click.
Look, I'll tell you what. See if I can find it. I'd have to download this though. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna find this. See if I can. They've got this thing where now you can use the real-time facial capture, but they can then transfer what you're saying onto an actual person like Donald Trump or Putin, and move his mouth to move like yours, so it looks like he's saying what you're saying.
Oh man, that's wicked.
But it's scary because it's got to the point now where you can almost fool people into thinking these world leaders are saying something. You think another 10 years, people be doing these fake things. Let me see if I can find this. Donald Trump.
Straight away, the sketches you could come up with.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was
like.
Facial tracking.
The Salmon site.
Here you go. Here you go.
Hello.
Found it. Check this out. So I've just. Is that it? Is that what you were watching? That's all made up. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was a real.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just download. I'm just gonna download this.
But they're applying it onto a computer character, not someone else.
Well, that is a computer. That is a computer character, but it's got his text.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So sorry guys, I know this is completely off subject here, but it is worth seeing. I'll just try and download it while I'm working on this, but for some reason KeepVid takes bloody ages. So anyway, I'll carry on while that's downloading, and then we'll sort of show you that, because it's quite freaky how far this stuff's got. Basically what we're talking about was, so I don't know how many of you guys got Xboxes. I think Sony have got one as well, like a Kinect, where you can sort of it can track your movement. So when you say stuff, it will, your character on your Xbox or whatever will move like you are. It's basically that, and it makes up the mesh of your face. So it looks at your face and it creates a 3D mesh like this on the screen here, but a 3D version of your face talking. But then it takes it a step further in that it then applies another 3D mesh to another character, another person. So in the examples we've got on this video that I'm going to download now, it's got Donald Trump and George W. Bush. So it's taken videos from YouTube or whatever, and it's applied a mesh over it, so that the mesh of your face is then driving the mesh that is their face is mapped to then change their mouth and their face, so you can actually literally turn into someone else. And it looks quite real. It looks.
Bonnie believes it's called face rig.
Sorry?
Called face rig.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Yeah, there's this one's face to face, I think it's called. But yeah, there's quite a few out there now. I mean, that's kind of how we did the Chica one, wasn't it? Right? That's the same thing. The Chica interview with Chica was the same thing, where in After Effects you've got a facial tracking thing. So we just mapped different parts of Chica's face to our face.
Yeah.
So when we moved our eyes, her eyes would move, and
no, we had to press the keys.
You with her beat, you did, but the head and everything moved with us, didn't we?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was only the beak.
It was only we couldn't get
it. Couldn't get it to move. It was meant to.
Lips.
It didn't seem to. Yeah. Is that downloading? Download. It might be a bit slow actually because I'm streaming at the same time, so I don't know if it's going to work very well. But anyway. So I've nearly finished his torso now. I think we'll get on with maybe an arm.
Eric Maria's Gaming 101. He would like to give us a perspective on how long it takes to make his little animations on his channel.
Okay, yeah.
But he's the guy who does the stop motion stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Stop motion is another ball game. It's like it just takes so much patience. I mean, to be fair, any animation, I think there is a kind of preconceived idea that with computers involved. Oh, it's not actually downloading it for some reason.
Invalid URL. I was going to be recognised. This problem KeepVid.
Yeah, there's a preconceived issue with people thinking that computers do everything for you, but they don't. They just make things easier in some ways, but then harder because you then spend more time trying to make things look more perfect.
Fernando's really excited because the new My Little Pony movie is coming out soon.
It's in October it comes out. I don't know how I know that. I think it might have been from Fernando.
Bromies, isn't it?
Bromies, yeah.
Bromies. Yeah, Fernando's a bromie.
Yeah, I can't download this for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just one of those things. I thought I'd give it a go. I'm just trying here. So I'm guessing the FNAF movie will come out next year as well.
Yeah, I suppose that's. Well, people keep saying, don't they? Because I don't know where. I haven't actually found any definitive information that is going to be released on this date. But some people have been suggesting dates.
Let's see what it all looks like now. So, yeah, so his body probably needs to be a bit bigger, actually. In fact, funny enough, I thought his head would be too small, but I think his body, his torso anyway, would need scaling up, so let's just quickly give that a bit of a scale up. Move it down. So he hasn't got any of his endoskeleton or anything like that. It's literally just was Fredbear, and I'm just sort of turning him slowly, morphing him into something a bit more horrible, which is obviously Nightmare Freddy. Okay, let's do his arms. Let's work on his arms. Oh no, actually, let's do his pelvic part. Let's go down to that.
Bonnie Vlogs, yeah, that's the whole idea of our gallery. If you do things like intros and stuff like that, yeah, why not send them to the gallery? And you never know, like it could feature as an intro for the gallery.
Yeah, I mean that's the cool thing, is there's so many talented people out there that yeah, we never know what's going to come through the door or the gallery. So I've just sort of hollowed out his torso a bit. Let's try and get rid of that sharp bit at the back there. Yeah, no, it's not going to download that thing.
Nah, don't worry about it. What time are we looking to wind up?
About another sort of 15 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll look at finish about 20 to 27 tonight.
Okay, so again, I'm just going to tatty up his pelvic area, if I can.
Mohammed Mustafa, I love your channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fun Time the Twisted Eyes. It's me.
That's a cool name.
That is a cool name, actually. I do like that one. In fact, the I just can't make out the. Do you know my eyes are getting bad? But it's because it's got darker in here. I have problems.
Oh,
yeah, my eyes get worse as it gets.
Did you say you were getting glasses?
I keep meaning to. I do need glasses. Well, but not massively. Just for reading and
stuff, yeah.
Close up and stuff. Because when I'm doing up things and I'm on top of a ladder, I'm finding I'm having to lean further and further back, and I'm running out of ladder.
Run out of arm.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. We got Mattis Simon saying, I would say something about the torso. The torso is almost not damaged at the front.
Yeah. So it kind it kind of is. Well, it depends actually. It's really hard to tell.
It depends what reference you got. Yeah.
The reference I've got is, I don't know, all the ones I'm looking at is pretty mashed up at the front. But I know what you're saying. It is there. It's just not. It's not perfect though. It's still definitely got some damage to it. But again, we're not trying to make a complete replica of the original game. We're just sort of kind of, it's our interpretation of it. Which I know a lot of people have sort of said about the films, like, oh, it doesn't look like Freddy, and it's like, well, it was never intended to look identical, mainly because we just wanted to put our own spin on it. But obviously we want it to look kind of like the same character. So yeah, I'm just kind of, it looks like this side's completely destroyed, so I'm just adding a sort of broken off part here.
Fernando, Peter, have you got a suggestion for any good 2D animation software?
Yeah, there's one. I don't know if I've still got the DVD around somewhere. It's called Toon something or other. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry, Fernando, because I haven't used it for years. But it's quite cool. It's like yeah, you draw and it's got cell shade stuff, so you can sort of see what your animation looks like. But yeah, I can't remember what it's called. No, it's not Toon Boon. That's another one. I've heard people use that as well. I don't know if that's an actual good one for like professional animation though. But I think it's called Toon Boon is one of these kind of ones, but it's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm trying to make a sort of jaggedy edge to this. That'll do.
Oh, he's saying it also has little Freddys, but we're going to probably admit that.
Yeah, I've noticed that there is some. But isn't that the ones that just end up on the bed in the game and start chattering at you? Because they will feature, but they'll be separate characters. We're not going to add them into him.
Ben Walsham saying Adobe Animate CC. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Adobe do an animation.
Well, that's what we used for Chica.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we've used it.
So yeah.
Not Chica in the film, Chica in the interview that we did with her. In the film, that was all pre-rendered CG.
And Eric Ramirez Gaming saying, yeah, but you know, just classic old school hand drawn animation.
In what context?
2D animation.
No, but
this
like
is doing stop because he doesn't he? He draws it and stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't always have to use a computer program.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right? Yeah. His legs all look really short now and weird because his body's bigger.
Yeah, Syncom, unfortunately, other than our live vlogs and email, probably that's the best way you can communicate with us, I would say.
So I'm only going to do one side of this as well, and then we'll just mirror it, I think, because I don't think anyone's really going to notice if the sort of scratches and the dents are the same on both sides of his arms, especially when he's coming at you at like 40 miles per hour. So let's work on this side here. In fact, what I'll have to do is separate these out. So there's a tool here where you can split everything. I'll just go split somewhere, where is it? Can't remember. Split, there we go. Split similar parts, okay. So hopefully, actually I might have to go to split to parts. So I'm just chatting to myself here. So right, what have we got? And that's the thing, there's so many, when you sort of start breaking stuff down, there's so many different parts to the characters. Right, so again, same thing, I'm just going to start cutting bits out.
Hey Stuart, what song would you like? I'm taking that's Bonnie. I think she's asking about the intros because she's about doing an intro for us for our thing. So whatever you'd like, it's not a problem. It's your gallery. The whole idea is you guys who like creating stuff as well, and we just give it just give it a platform to share amongst your fellow bubblegummies, so we all get to see it. Because it's all about supporting. This whole community is about supporting each other as well. Because we know how hard it is, isn't it, to try and grow a channel and get your stuff seen by other people. And the whole idea of the gallery is we'd like to help get it out there, so you guys can follow each other, etc.
So as you can see, this is kind of a wash and repeat kind of process where I just cut in a hole, shape it more into sort of a crack, and then use this tool up here called the clay build brush tool to dig in areas and make it look like it's been, rather than just cut out with scissors, it's more sort of been ripped out. Give it that kind of jagged.
Do we know what material
look.
the actual costumes were made out of? Has it ever said?
Well, I don't know. I guess fiberglass or something like that. I mean, like I guess that's how animatronics are made, isn't there? Probably sort of under the parts of their shapes are like made of fiberglass and then covered in fur. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's getting dark, isn't it?
Yeah,
mind you, I think it gets dark now about sort of 7:15 or 7:30, something like that, isn't it? So not long now before it's dark. I hate the run up to winter. Then at least you've got Christmas, but The rest of it's just depressing. Okay, so I'm just trying to make everything look a little bit uneven and not so sort of smooth like the original character was.
Captain Red, fur, they're made of fur. Yeah, well, probably they're covered with fur, but I was just thinking, like Les Pitt said, it might be a fiberglass, because it obviously isn't an all metal construction covered, because why would you have the...
Well, they're like they're like hollow. You can sort of see bits of hollow areas in them, can't you? So they're obviously made of something quite strong. But yeah, I'd say fiberglass.
What's that tool you keep the square?
This is it can be any, well, I say any shape. Yeah, in fact, I think it can be any shape. But there's two that are available, like a cylinder and a square, and it's just a way of quickly either adding something to the shape or taking it out. So whatever you can. But the good thing is you can actually now, once I've inserted that, I can now go in and reshape it how I want. It doesn't have to stay square. So you can almost sculpt that negative shape how you want it. But I don't bother going into too much effort with the shape, because I know that I can still shape my main mesh afterwards. So I just kind of shape it a little bit to roughly where I want the sort of gash or the sort of damaged area to be, and then you restructure it again, basically, then cuts it out like that, which is quite cool, because then I can then go in and start moving it about even more, especially if it's like a very fine cut into the mesh. I can just start sort of closing it up like this.
Stuart, how can I submit to the gallery? All you have to do is email us with gallery in the subject line and just attach your photo or a link to a video you might have made, because attaching a video is quite a big file, isn't it? So you're better off
link
it to
a link to YouTube.
And yes, if it's music, piece of music, whatever it might be, just take a photograph. If it's a picture, if you can't scan it in, just email us, and then we'll feature in the gallery at some point. And Rebecca's doing the exactly what I've just said, just telling Sync how to do it.
Okay, so I'm probably just gonna make one more damaged part to this arm, and then I'm gonna wrap this up for now. And again, I'll probably continue, because otherwise this could go on forever. I'll continue throughout the week adding bits, because I don't want it to sort of drag on for too long.
Or are you going to carry on with it as well next week?
Yeah, but obviously we'll only get so far next week as well, so I'd rather try and get a bit, like I'll get most of it done, hopefully, because we've still got, I'll tell you what, the other one we've still got to finish off is the Fox one, isn't it? The which I was thinking we might do a bit today, but just...
Oh, well, the Twisted ones one.
Twisted, yeah, the Twisted ones, the Fox, not the Fox, the Wolf. There we go. So.
Bubblegummonsters, you should make Bubblegummonsters fidget spinners as merchandise. DSK videos and vlogs, I'm making a costume for myself as well.
Cool. Because it takes a lot of time as well to make costumes. I mean, I've worked out that making that, just that head, has taken probably about a day and a half, just that mask. And then the cost of it as well. I mean, there is a lot more material left for making some other bits to it, but just that head has used up quite a lot of it, and I think it probably comes to about £90 or something for all the stuff I've had to buy for it. Not including all the equipment I've had to use, like breathing masks and things like that, but just for the actual material itself, like the fiberglass, it really adds up. Because you can actually buy Freddy heads and stuff, but they're not very good. They're just a bit sort of like, they look a bit cartoony and stupid.
With knowing what you know, making what you know now, would you have still gone that route for our FNAF film?
What route?
making the mask.
But we didn't go that route. We went.
No, that's what I'm saying. But because at the time he was trying to do a mesh, and you was thinking, oh, it's going to be more complicated than I thought. But now that you know how to do it, would you consider, because you've got to use that? I call it paprika, but it's papakura.
No, I'd still go CG.
You see, yeah, all right.
Just because I think realistically to make the whole costume as an actual real costume, you'd need it. I think about 2 months just to, just dedicated to doing that.
Yeah,
I think it would take a long. That'd be just one costume. Whereas the good thing about computers is you can just copy bits, like I have with this Freddy character and turning him into a Nightmare character. I haven't literally got to rebuild everything. But there is nice things about having things on set. The actors can act to it, and there's definitely benefits to that as well. But you just need a team of people to do it. Okay, so we're kind of we're getting there slowly but surely. By the way, the reason why his face doesn't look right is compared to the original one here is because this was in Maya, so I've added the teeth. Actually, you won't see that. I've added the teeth and everything in Maya, which is the separate 3D package. So on the ZBrush one, you've still only got the sort of original cartoony, not cartoony, but the original Freddy teeth. So it doesn't look quite right. It all looks a bit weird still. Oh. But anyway, yeah, so I think we'll leave it there for now. And I'll carry on with his arms. Maybe we'll finish off on the next week's one with his legs or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. We'll see. But anyway, it's now come up to 22:07. So yeah, let's call that up. Let's call that a wrap for now. And just answer any questions and answers before we go.
Yeah, just one. I was just going to say that DSK. There's one here. DSK videos and vlogs was thanking us for shouting for the shout out. And yeah, we'd love to drop by your channel and have a look at your stuff as well, because he does FNAF stuff.
Oh, cool.
As well. Oh, we can do it on that, yeah.
I don't know if it's caught up though. Is it caught up? It seems to be going mad at the moment.
Eric Marimes, bye-bye.
Right.
Yours is still catching up. Congratulations on passing 55k subs. I just realised you've already reached 56,000. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
We have.
We want to get to 100,000 though. So if you're not subscribed, or you know anyone that would like to subscribe as well, please subscribe or get them to subscribe. Yeah. So I think it's getting there. We'd like. I mean, obviously, we'd like to be doing more sketches, but it's just getting the time to do them. It's just. In fact, now we've made the Fredbear mask, we can do our potluck one though, can't we?
Yes, yeah. Well, I thought that was what it was originally for, wasn't it? The potluck.
Potluck, sorry.
Potluck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it is originally for, yeah. So if you don't know what potluck is, it's something we've started, but it's very hard to get into the sketches. But potluck is basically you guys come up with a costume, a phrase, and a prop for us, and we make a sketch out of it.
Yeah.
And the last one, which was a Freddy costume, which is why we made the mask.
A mushroom.
A mushroom from Mario.
The prop, yeah.
And get to the chopper.
Yeah. As
the phrase. So we have not written it, but it's in our heads what we're going to do with that. So the reason why it's taken longer than expected is, one, we were on holiday, and two, we were making the mask. So that's done now. So hopefully we'll have that over the next few weeks.
Have you caught that? I've got the Freddy looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Right, that Freddy looks good, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so there you go. So that's where we're at. I'll just show you again. There's Freddy, not finished, but body and head done. That's what the head looks like rendered. And that's what he looks like in Maya, which is the rendering software. So obviously he's got no endoskeleton apart from his teeth at the moment. And yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, was there any questions? I think that's about it. What are you going to do for 100k subs, says Fernando? A little dance, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. What should we do?
Oh, it's a little bit way away
to
think about now. And
unless you can quickly find 40,000 people in the next few days, we don't have to think about it for a little while.
But anything like when we suggest off the cuff like that, it always turns out to be. So sitting down and thinking about what we're going to do is a better suggestion. Things just come up and they're just like madness.
Bender from Futurama. I think you've said that before. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Bender from Futurama. Yeah, could do. Yeah, maybe. But we've got to do. What's his name? First of all, for Fernando's brother. That's the next one, isn't it?
Yes. We're going to do the Ultraman.
Yeah.
I was going to keep saying Ultron, but Ultraman.
Yeah, I keep thinking Rocket Man or something.
And the other one, which was still on the cards, was the Bubblegum Terminator.
Oh yeah.
So we've got Ultraman and Bubblegum Terminator coming up. So we've got that's a couple of weeks of
Dance to Spooky Scary Skeletons. Yeah. Why not?
What will you do at 1 million?
Well, if we're still young enough, then maybe we'll do a dance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have our Zimmer frames. I don't know. Depends. Yeah. If we get to 1 million, that'd be amazing. But I don't. It's nice having subscribers, but it's just nice having you guys as well. I mean, that's the problem. If we got to 1 million subscribers, there's no way we'd be able to talk to all you, because we'd be then another Markiplier type thing with the whole scrolling. You just can't communicate with people in the same way we can at the moment. So in a way, we've got a nice little sort of boutique thing at the moment. It's quite nice to be able to just chat to you all. What are your top FNAF characters? Mine is probably Foxy and Chica. Yours is Foxy and I'm not sure.
Foxy, and I would have said, well, from the film, I really like the way you done Bonnie, so I would have said then Foxy and Bonnie.
I'm so sad the stream has to end, says Singham. Yeah, it's alright, but there'll be another one. Unfortunately, next week Stuart isn't here, so I know you'll miss him. But thank you.
DSK videos and vlogs. Yeah, it's good to have you back. And I know you'd mentioned about us checking out your channel. Well, we'd love to stop by if you're keen on doing your FNAF stuff as well. And that'd be great. I think I think he got timed out by accident, so it disappeared. Yes, there you go. Yeah, DSK videos and vlogs. Rory mistakenly timed you out. Yes.
How long do you get timed out for?
5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so not much happened in 5 minutes.
No.
But sorry about that. Videos and vlogs. Okay, so that's it, isn't it? So Monday, you reckon gallery? Because Stuart is in charge of the gallery.
Gallery is Monday.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's only going to be a short one. I think we've only got 2 or 3 items been selected, and we don't have many shout outs. So if you guys want a shout out, go back and watch our gallery from 2 weeks ago, and in the comments section, just ask, "I'd like a shout out," and we'll make sure you get a shout out.
Thanks, Fernando. I didn't realise that you promoted our channel. That's really cool. I mean, that's the thing. We just love the fact that we've got these great subscribers. Really do appreciate all of the hard work that you guys put in as well. Because like you said, it's a community, so everyone gets together and does this. It's not just us, for sure. It's more about you guys.
Okay, Mattis, well, the movie will be down the road some point.
Go and look at the FNAF movie. Okay.
Right.
Tell you what,
Fernando,
you've got to do
Pinkie
for 100.
Pie.
Give me a pink. Well, I'll tell you what, Fernando. If you can get us 100 subs, then we will give you a Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, get us 100,000 subs.
But you don't. In fact, you don't even need to get us 100,000.
No,
you just need to get us 44,000. No, not even that. Okay, so that's it.
I think that's it.
Okay, guys. Have a lovely weekend, and we will see. Well, gallery's on Monday.
Gallery Monday.
And we will see you. Unfortunately, because Stuart's busy at the moment, we won't see you till next Friday. And it will just be me. But that's all.
That's it.
Till then. Ta-da!
Guys, bye.